Now,
Yeah, we can do that.
now.
Yeah, go.
So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the last and the final match of the day. I'm joined here by legend with me in the commentating decks. This is Obi, and the picks are Jax in the top lane for the blue side. Jax in the top lane, Caitlyn as the ADC, Sona as the support, Y in the jungle,
Wake up.
and LeBlanc in the mid lane. And for the purple team, Pantheon in the jungle. Uh, Pantheon in the jungle, Ezreal as their AD carry, Jana as their support, Irelia as the top laner, and Annie as the mid laner. So, Legend, tell me what's your take on the team composition? Which team do you feel has a better composition coming into this game?
Well, if we take a look at the bot lane right now, we have a Sona and a Caitlyn, which actually work very well together. And of course, the Sona Q followed with the Caitlyn poke is gonna be very difficult for them to deal with. Of course, Janna has the shield, but Janna's more of a disengaged champion than an initiate champion. Like for me, that's what I think. So I think the bot lane will go to the blue team. If we take a look at
Okay.
mid lane, I think that could go either way. Annie's a good pick against LeBlanc. She builds tanky. Of course, LeBlanc can still like if LeBlanc gets rolling, you know how scary LeBlancs can be. So we don't want that happening. I mean, the red team obviously doesn't want that happening. And
Nobody wants that happening.
meanwhile in top lane though, Jax is a well-known counter to Aurelia. So I'm gonna assume that the red team jungler will be pressuring top lane, but we'll just have to see how that goes.
True that. Jax and Irelia, a very interesting matchup. Both are very strong fighters and bruisers. Annie and LeBlanc, another very interesting matchup. Both are burst champions. So, all in all, the jungles would be playing a very important role in which uh, lane starts to snowball first. Both jungles, I guess, mirroring each other. Why trying for
Why
an
going for a level 2 dragon here? Okay.
yeah? Why trying for an
And
early
oh,
dragon?
she's gonna get it. She is gonna get it. I think
Yep,
she's ruined up and everything for that dragon.
yep. That's the thing about why. Why can do a level two dragon because of the new meta. Why is so apart in the new meta? She can do a dragon at level two, and she
That
will
has to
take this
really help
dragon
him
down.
out. And there we go. Dragon to blue team at 3 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yep, that is a very early dragon.
And that early game damage will definitely be helping them out a lot. This Aurelia here getting a bit aggressive on the Jax. Of course, Jax does have the advantage against an Aurelia, but I guess after level 3.
Yeah, Jax Irelia would be a very interesting fight because both have the potential to outburst and outkill each other. It just depends on how perfectly Jax lands his stun or how perfectly Irelia is able to dodge it. Um, but Irelia is pushing the lane up for Jax, trying to deny him the minion farm.
Jax should have no problem farming under turret. And I think Jax would be more comfortable just getting his CS, like, once Jax gets that late game. Because, I mean, Jax versus Aurelia, Jax clearly has the advantage when it comes to skill set. He is a well-known counter to Aurelia. And it entirely depends on how he goes through with this, like,
The
oh, the trade
damage
and
exchange at mid is what I'm talking about. Both champions have the ability to outburst each other, and we just saw both of them just spamming skills and taking out 50% chunks of HP of each other.
however, I think the fact that Annie has a stun, like LeBlanc only has a snare, Annie can still dish out her full damage while LeBlanc has snared her, and Annie can LeBlanc can't do anything
Pantheon
while
going in
she's.
for a
Oh, and a
gank,
gank, the
but
first gank of the game.
LeBlanc will distort out of it. Um,
Oh, Sana
it's
not liking that trade. That was too much damage taken.
yep.
That Ezreal
But
actually hurting a lot without a Sheen. I wonder how much he'll hurt with a Sheen.
that's very true. Ezreal has very heavy armor penetration runes, I guess, because
Let's take a look
he
at
is
his
doing
AD. He's got 80. Yeah, so he
eight.
probably is loaded up on the armor penetration right
Yeah,
now. We see Pantheon going top for a gank. Jax is pushed, and oh, this might not.
Pantheon
Oh, he gets a
and
double
Jax
stun.
stuns,
But no, that
but
will not save him.
Jax
Oh, it might.
Jax
Yes,
touches.
he's fine. Jax
Jax will be
survives.
fine, but a
A
flash
very
burn from
good double
Jax.
stun.
Yup, but a flash burn from Jax. That means the next time Pantheon comes ganking top, Jax wouldn't be having that flash on him. Uh, oh,
Dear,
LeBlanc with
the
that
level
burst
6
damage,
LeBlanc.
and she will take down the first blood. Annie writes down the well played. This
See
is
some
the
good
burst
sportsmanship
potential.
there.
This is the
Acknowledging a
burst
good play.
potential of a league. That is why most teams ban that LeBlanc out.
Oh, give lead on LeBlanc, but LeBlanc, I think, because of
LeBlanc
that kill.
has Annie does have massive lead on LeBlanc, but they are almost similar on the gold because of that
Of
first
that
blood
first blood,
coming in.
yeah.
And
I
Annie's been
guess
given that blue.
that's gonna. LeBlanc already got her blue, but
Yep.
Annie has also reached her level 7, so she's gonna be. They can trade.
She's gonna definitely be bursting harder than now. But that's the key. Will LeBlanc burst harder than Annie or not? While taking down the tread buff very comfortably. She's been playing quite passive, but let's see how her dragon control stays throughout the game.
I don't think has Vi ganked any lanes yet. I don't think so, right?
Y hasn't ganked any lanes. Y hasn't shown his pleasure, her presence in any of the lanes yet. But Y
That's
is
actually a bit odd considering
yeah.
Pantheon and Vi are on even CS, and Pantheon's already
Yeah.
ganked twice.
Yeah, but I think Y is waiting for that level 6 to go all in with that
Oh, she is
ulti.
level 6 now. I'm gonna think maybe she's. No, she's going for Dragon again. Okay.
Yeah,
And Dragon is still unwarded, so that will be another easy Dragon.
that will be another easy dragon for Y. Oh,
Oh, the Q not proccing there. LeBlanc too fast.
yup. Y taking.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's a Timbers.
Oh.
And
No.
Ignite.
Yes, that will be a
Annie
kill.
will pick it up. Another dragon done. 2 dragons down for the blue team now. And it's
Annie
just
getting a
9 minutes into the
well-deserved
game.
kill. Oh my.
Oh,
Oh no, I think this might be a dead Vi.
This-
Oh, it is.
this was a complete misplay by Y.
Y should not
Y
have done
shouldn't
that.
have gone in for an Annie because they didn't have enough vision, and Y completely didn't expect to
Pantheon.
see a Pantheon coming.
Oh, the gank in top lane.
The gank on the top lane, and
Oh, and that's
the
a dead
Jax will go down. That ideally ulti, very aggressive ulti. Killer
And
has quit. I think the jungler has
he
DC'd, so we gotta wait
disconnected.
for a couple minutes.
So let's take a look at the trades here. Pantheon's been actively ganking his lanes, and he's actually been helping out. Aurelia getting that early kill, and now Pantheon got that kill on Vi. So that has given them a goal lead over the blue team, but bot lane has a distinct lead over I mean, the blue team bot lane. Caitlyn is sitting with 1 kill and 82 CS over Ezreal's 56 CS and no kills at all. And I guess other than bot lane right now, things aren't looking too hot for the blue team. And of course, those 2 dragons. So I mean, we gotta give credit to Vi for that.
That's very true. We are waiting till the pause time gets done. But right now,
For the 2 dragons, I think the red team is likely to blame because they haven't warded that area at all.
that is very true. Dragon needs to be warded as soon as possible because with Vi, a dragon can be done very fast.
Like, they've had 0 vision in the river throughout this game. And oh, Sona's burst. That is some insane burst. What is that Sona building? Oh, I think she's going for...
She's maxing her Q first.
No, she's not. Okay. Did Ezreal just use heal? What was that?
I have no clue. But,
okay, and the first turret of the game goes to
first turret falls down.
Pantheon's had a slew of successful ganks so far. That would be his 3rd successful gank. Vi's first gank not so successful, but she's had more success in the jungle.
Hopefully, if Vi keeps control of the dragon, the blue team will start snowballing at one point, and once they get to the 5 dragon mark, it would be very difficult for the red team to stop them.
If you take a look at the gold between the teams, it's the exact same for both teams. It's almost identical. Same gold, same turrets.
Yep. The only difference is 2 dragon buffs.
Like 2 dragons in 8 minutes is actually very good dragon control, even if Vi hasn't been ganking.
That's true. LeBlanc trying to harass.
Oh, that's
Annie.
Oh my god.
That's Pantheon coming in, and instant burst from LeBlanc, bursting Annie down.
She survives. And
taking the complete advantage of that situation.
That was a sneaky kill, and that was well played.
Yeah.
But that could have gone really badly for the blue team. That Annie doing a lot of damage to a Y.
That's true. And the Jax is trying to fight. Jax is trying to fight that Irelia. Irelia cannot trade with the Jax, that's true. But her ulti on the other hand is very overpowered. So she can use her ulti to out-trade Jax. But I think her ulti was down at that point. Yes, it was. She had.
As the game progresses, the difference between Jax's advantage will only increase.
I would disagree on that fact. I would say once the Trinity Force kicks in for Irelia, she will become one of those champions you have to be very scared of, because the damage Irelia can pull off with that Trinity Force is massive. And that's Pantheon coming down for a gang. It's a 4-man gang bot lane, but complete fail.
Wasted ulti.
And that's a lol by Caitlyn, disrespecting it. But that is indeed a complete waste of summoner
spells. And there will be no minions either. Both of them intentionally walking into the tornado. Meanwhile, while Irelia has teleported bot lane, Jax freely takes
Jax has pushed the top lane. And the worst part is, there's still 1 minute 32 seconds for the dragon to spawn. So
and finally, Red Team has a ward in river. This is the first time in the game they've got a ward in river. I'd like to bring up the point again where you said Irelia is a beast with a Trinity Force. It's actually quite the same with the Jax. Jax is
I know, but
is
Irelia's the
actually scarier with
scalings.
the Trinity Force.
But right in the current meta, the scaling of Irelia's abilities with the Trinity Force has increased. So Irelia just goes a complete beast with the Trinity Force. That is why Irelia is one of the in European and Korean leagues because of the snowballing potential she carries. But she's falling behind Jax as of now.
They're waiting at the red buff. I think they might just get a kill out of this.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh boy. Okay, they're gonna take it. I think Pantheon's gonna head there after he does his. Oh
Pantheon. Oh,
nope.
forced to flash. Annie looking for an opportunity, but Annie will also back out. They will deny this vision also. I guess they want to push the mid lane turret now. Uh,
If you take a
it's
look at the
3
CS
versus.
again, Annie's actually LeBlanc kind of caught up on the CS, so that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. LeBlanc takes time to catch up on CS, but once her W gets rolling,
Yeah, she's
she can
actually
really pick up
picked up.
CS.
Aurelia falling really far behind the Jax,
Yup, there's
and
still.
even the Ezreal is 40 CS behind that Caitlyn. Vi
Those are the
and
only two
Pantheon.
major problems.
Pantheon actually in front of Vi when it comes to CS. And I
Now,
think
this is
Red
the
Team
first
attempting to take their first dragon.
dragon.
Oh, and a
Let's.
TP.
Oh,
Oh dear.
there's a TP and
Oh, and that's the third dragon which goes to the blue team.
the blue team perfectly picked up. Irelia doing that burst of a damage to Caitlyn, leaving Caitlyn going high,
Oh dear.
and the blue team getting
Jax.
wiped out completely. It's an ace.
I think Jax
that was
completely lost
one
his
fight.
focus there. Jax
That was
going
just
for the
one
Janna.
fight. That is one fight they shouldn't have picked up. They just should have tried to smite it. Only Y should have dove in. But that is one fight they should.
But I think that teleport is what scared them off, and I think that is why they got their third dragon. But again, the goal lead exactly the same, but that's gonna change after this. Yeah.
Yep, there's a.
We'll give the red team the lead. I think the problem in that last team fight was the lack of focus. Like, Annie was able to quickly burst down the important people on the blue team. And Jax was like completely lost. He was just running around in circles chasing that Janna. So we see the red team is like really putting up their warding game now, and we see that Baron's about to spawn in 2 minutes.
Yup, let's see if we can take control of the Baron as well as she's doing it with the dragon right now. Annie trying to burst out, but she's asked to move behind.
That is one tanky Aurelia. Oh no, she died! She died really fast. Okay. Well, I thought she was tanky, but I guess not. But she has finished her Triforce. That two kills, 2 assists being more than enough for.
Let's see if she goes for a standard Irelia build of Triforce followed by a Spirit Visage, or does she
but
try
she's
something
gonna be needing
new?
a Blade of the Ruined King first.
Let's see if she goes for the Blade of the Ruined King or she goes for the Spirit Visage.
We're gonna be seeing 3 Triforces in this game.
Yup.
Possibly 4. I'm thinking Vi is building a Phage.
I am not too sure about what Y is building, but
I mean,
it
she's
could
got
be
her
a
longsword
Phage.
and she's got that health crystal.
It could be a
Either she's
Phage.
building 2 different items or that is a Phage in the making.
Yup, we will definitely see a Triforce on Jax, Aurelia, Ezreal, and most probably on Y. But Y is not too sure. And a Lich Bane coming on Sona. But I don't know why Sona is going for the Lich Bane. I would prefer my Sona to be more tanky and more. Uh,
Yeah, I'm seeing no tankiness on the blue team at all right now. They're like all of them really squishy,
yup,
and
they're
if
all
any can
focused on
five man
damaging.
out, they're all gonna die really fast, and they don't want
Yup,
that.
they're all focused on damaging. Nobody wants to, even hold it out for a bit. Nobody wants to make a tank item right now, and that is indeed a phase completed by V. So even V doesn't plan on going tank. Even V plans on rushing the Trinity Force, which I guess is a big mistake.
Thing is, Triforce is not a bad item on Vi, but when you need a tank in your team, it's really not a good
Well,
idea to be rushing a Triforce.
Well, for me, why doesn't require a Triforce? Because her base stats on her ulti are already too strong. Her Q and her ulti already scales too well. She just needs to start off with the Randwin's Omen for that burst
Oh, Jax is in
tankiness.
trouble here.
Jack is in trouble, gets caught down, but it's
Oh,
in
maybe
counter
not.
gang.
This is a
Pantheon
dead.
is dead.
There was no
Irelia
trade at all.
messed
Pantheon
up.
could do no damage.
Irelia didn't support Pantheon over there. If Irelia could have gone in, the things might have changed, but Irelia deciding to back off.
That flash from
Beautiful flash
Annie.
by Annie, but they
But
take
then
down the
again,
pink ward
in the
there.
last fight, I don't think Aurelie was able to reach. She was like trying to come in to help, but Pantheon died way too fast. There was nothing she could do about it.
That is true. Pantheon should have waited a bit longer to
The
go inside.
problem, like right now, as you said, it is true. The current meta Aurelia scales very well with the Triforce, and it is like she does become that late game beast when she Pantheon coming bot lane. That's a dead Sona. And in that last team fight, Ezreal got really far ahead, which actually is the reason he was able to finish his Triforce. No, I think
Yes,
Caitlyn should be
and
fine.
Ezreal is
No, that was a bad idea. You all shouldn't really be going in on a LeBlanc. Oh, but I see dragons up, so I guess that works too.
and Ezreal is has just started to stack his tier. He will definitely going
Oh,
for that Muramana build.
nope. Oh, the
Nope.
damage.
Instantly bursting down the LeBlanc. Annie with the stun and all the skills follow up. Jack's doing the
That's an
what?
easy turret for the blue team.
Yup, Jack's doing his job perfectly. Jax is one of the strongest split pushing champions in the game right now, and that's what he's doing. He's just split pushing the hell out of them. So,
Yeah, so what I was saying again about the Jackson Aurelia, while Jax scales really well, like Aurelia scales really well with the Triforce, the thing about the top lane matchup is that Jax counters Aurelia in general, so that is why she'll have a harder time.
but after the nerfs on Jax, I don't think
Actually, he was recently buffed.
a minor buff, but since last season, Jax has been one of the favorite targets on nerfs, and I don't know. I would
Oh
always
my, that is a
prefer
lot of damage.
an
That
Irelia
Ezreal, under
over.
turret, Caitlyn. Caitlyn getting out-poked by an Ezreal, that's something you don't see very often.
Oh, that
That's a lot of
burst.
damage. Nope, no
And
stun for
he
you.
will.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was Y's fault completely. She
Like, Y thought she
ultied.
would get the kill there, but she was not expecting
Y
all that CC.
ultied. You cannot go inside like that without vision. You need absolute vision to do that, and Y didn't have that. So it is Y's complete fault locking into that ulti. She should have waited for a little longer because ranked 5v5 is all about patience. It is not about your solo kills. It is about how your team
Oh,
performs.
Jax.
Jack
Jax
split
is
pushing
really
like a
untouchable
boss.
here. He's gonna get the turret. Oh, or
He
not.
will get the turret and he
Oh,
will
yes, he
die,
is.
but he is doing his job perfectly. He is split pushing. Both two double tier turrets falling down, one in the top lane, one in the bot lane, and the
Both
third
thanks
tier
to
turret
Jax,
is.
LeBlanc is gonna get a big juicy CS wave. Ooh,
Uh,
okay, that Lich Bane doing work. Or it's a Sheen right now, but that did a lot of pain.
Jax rushing for that blade of the Rune King,
And
and also the Ezreal is rushing for that blade of the Rune King. I
Vi
don't
has
know what
finished her
Irelia
Triforce.
why has finished the Triforce. Irelia
Aurelia is
going
going
for that
for
Randwin's
Frozen Heart.
Omen. Randwin's Omen, I would say,
No, I think
or
Frozen
a
Heart,
Frozen
because
Heart.
yeah,
Uh,
she's finished
yeah,
her.
let well, yeah, she can go either, but Frozen
Both of
Heart,
them would be
right?
good
Yeah,
itemization against Caitlyn and Jax and Vi.
yup,
And of course,
that
I
is
think
true.
both Vi and Jax will be building tanky after they finish their damage items. Kate does have big items and she probably does do a lot of damage, but Ezreal, he seems to be going for a hybrid blue build right now.
Ezreal is going for that hybrid blue build. He will complete that Blade of the Rune King Muramana and probably then pick up.
Oh dear!
Oh, an
Nope,
Annie
nope, nope.
burst taking down the
That was a
Caitlyn.
beautiful ult by Annie. Flash Tibbers, no one saw it coming.
Irelia just using her ulti to clear the wave. A lot of
Yeah,
pressure, split
no,
pushing.
this is. I really cannot take this trade.
Irelia cannot.
Even with the Triforce, he cannot take that
Irelia
trade.
has fallen behind a lot in this game from Jax, and I really cannot take any more trades coming into this game. She really needs a Frozen Heart as soon as possible to even try and beat that Jax.
Here's the thing, they both have about the same items except Jax has his head start on his Blade of the Ruined King. Aurelia has that extra armor, but against the Jax, armor really doesn't mean much because of the large amounts of hybrid damage coming in from
Jax
his
has a
passive
lot
and
of
his W.
Jax has a lot of magic damage
Yeah, he
because
does a lot of hybrid
of
damage, which is
his ulti.
that was the thing that made Jax so scary. In like, there was no real way to like stop a Jax once he got rolling. We see Dragon will be up in 15 seconds, and both teams setting up for this, and we have a very big Jax on the blue team, big Caitlyn, LeBlanc. Annie doesn't have her, oh she does, she has it all. So this will be interesting. This team fight might determine how this game goes. Oh, Pantheon.
Annie stays saving up her stun.
Oh,
And the blue team takes another dragon.
Dragon there, Israel.
Yup.
Nice attempt.
4 dragons on the blue team. Next dragon will mean havoc. So let's right now the score is 9-13 and a 5k gold advantage to the team that is losing on the kill score. So That means that objectives are much more important than kills actually.
Objectives is what wins you the games, not kills. I think the red team has realized that now, like they are falling behind. Oh no, that's the
Oh,
dead
Pantheon
Pantheon.
getting
No
caught
chance at all.
and he will die. No chance at all.
And that was
Start
careless on
wanting
his
their
part.
own
He
chip.
decided to engage when he saw the Y.
Yup, he didn't expect three people to come out of the bush.
Meanwhile, Caitlyn is actually doing a lot of damage now. She has that Phantom Dancer, she has that Infinity Edge. Those 1,000 damage crits with that headshot, that's a scary thing. And that is also half, more than half of Ezreal's health. I think right now the biggest threat on the red team is that Annie. Are we seeing a Baron? Oh, we might be seeing a Baron.
Yes, they are trying to ward that area out so that they can secure that Baron. They know they've been falling behind on those objectives, and that's what is really costing.
Oh dear, that's vision warded.
But yeah, but I think the blue team, if
Oh, they're
they
gonna
get
call a
together,
turret for the Baron, I think. Will the
yeah,
red team take the Baron or will they go to defend that turret? No, I think they'll be going to defend the turret.
yeah, they cannot afford to lose all tier 2 turrets. This is the only one left remaining right now. Blue team
The red
decides
team is
to.
too afraid to chase into their own jungle because they have no vision in the
They
jungle.
have zero vision of the jungle, and yes, they are indeed too scared to go there.
Meanwhile, Jax is just continuing to farm. Caitlyn's been farming. We're seeing those big items. Jax is starting to build tanky. If Jax finishes his core before Aurelia does, well then we know who will win that trade.
Well, at this point, also, Irelia cannot kill that Jax because the Blade of the Rune King with the Trinity Force will just slaughter down the Irelia. Irelia has very less magic resist on her, and only and her half completed Thornmail, her half completed Frozen Heart, sorry, and Jax would be able to deal some comparatively uh, large amounts of damage to Irelia. I just,
I haven't seen progress on that item on Aurelia for a while. She's been sitting on those items for quite some time now.
yep,
Top lane pushing, bot lane pushing. It's not really going too well for the red team right now. And if you notice, we haven't seen too many kills in this game. There, it hasn't been many kills, but we've seen the blue team is like regularly just picking up objectives. They've been keeping up with the objectives. They've been taking turrets, dragons. So even though the red team has got kills, you can see that because of the CS and the objectives, the blue team has got quite a big lead on the red team in terms of gold and objectives.
what I like about the red team is that though they are falling behind right now on the turret pushing, they still have those deep wards inside the blue team's jungle just because they can get control of the entire vision game. For me, vision is the most important part of the game because until and unless you have pure vision of a place, you should not go uh, base checking a bush or something like that.
Truer words never been spoken. Vision wins games. That is a fact.
Pretty standard game going right now. Pretty standard. Irelia completing the frozen art finally.
Oh my god, this Caitlyn really hurting right now. That's a big kid. That is a big
Yeah,
kid.
Kate has three major items completed: an Infinity Edge, a Bloodthirster, and a Phantom Lancer. Caitlyn will do massive amounts of damage if left open.
And if you've noticed that Annie hasn't gone Rod of Ages, so she isn't quite as tanky as normal Annie's, which is a little
Yes,
odd considering she was going against a LeBlanc. I mean, I'd assume that she would build at least some amount of MR or, magic resistance or maybe health at least, but neither of those items coming out. And this will be the fifth dragon going down to the blue team. Red team having no wards. And
yep,
this will be
and
the aspect of the dragon.
the aspect of the dragon triggered now,
The
and
red
let's
team
see.
pinging for dragon, but I think they'll be met with a surprise which they don't really want.
I think they should fight right
Oh,
now.
this Jax. He's tanky right now. He has finished his Randuins. He has been farming. Oh, that's...
Oh,
Oh, no,
that is
no,
a
no.
beautiful game.
Caitlyn
Caitlyn will take him down.
just doing damage from far. But they're in trouble right now. The red team are in a bad place.
I think this is the best time to take Baron. They should force that Baron fight because with the aspect of the dragon, they cannot contest Baron anyways. So they should take this turret and then contest
That's
for that
really
Baron.
faster. Nothing they can do to stop that. And without Annie, they have no initiation because Pantheon just dies way too fast.
Pantheon cannot jump in. The benefits you get from that aspect of the dragon that lasts for 180 seconds is huge. It is humongous, and this is for me one of the best times to contest a Baron fight. I don't know why they're not doing it, but
I think the Sona was low and they kind of blew their ultimate, so I think they're waiting for a more opportune moment, but they might not have the fifth dragon buff then, so
yep, uh, that's the reason I wanted them to really contest the Baron there. But as you
he
can see,
is
the
back up.
entire team is split up again.
I mean, honestly, at the start of this game, I thought the red team, they were ahead, but the blue team has really picked up the slack in the objective department and the farm department, like massive farm leads over here. Even the jungle beating Pantheon, who was behind. And as we can see, both Y and Jax have become pretty tanky.
That's true. Let's to withstand all the damage thrown towards them. Why has that Locket of the Iron Solari completed? One of my favorite items on the jungler because it not only does it give you that shield, it also gives you that aura which increases your armor and magic resist.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
Pantheon!
Pantheon going on it.
Oh,
Why
oh,
going
oh no,
straight
this
head
won't be
first?
going.
An ulti by
No, I think this might
blue
just be
team has
GG.
taken it. Blue team will take this fight down. Everybody will die. A beautiful kill by Jax, and that's an ace. They will finish down
And
this
I think
game.
this is game. This is game.
This would be the game for them. They are
Finally getting the kill lead as well now, along with every other lead that they already had. I mean, despite Annie landing a 5-man stun, they really couldn't do anything about it.
so that's a GG. Well played. Uh, and we have our winners. Team Filthy Fresh has won this game by 16 is to 14. It was a pleasure casting with you, Legend. Hope to meet you guys soon on the
Oh, the
stream
pleasure
again.
was mine. It was good. It was fun.
Hope to see you guys soon again in the stream.